Okay, so this will be another crucible, examination of the two crucibles. Of course, I added oil because it was almost burned, but I stopped it before. Because I didn't want it to be too burned. I wanted to contain enough oil so it will be easy to use it in the other crucible, the big one, or perhaps even in a sandwich. We will see now. This one is pretty pure. Not many certain things besides, threads that can easily be pulled out. This one is the smaller one. So some toilet paper, burnt toilet paper was stuck inside of it, so it's not that nice. Even though it should be said that this toilet paper, even though it's a little bit disgusting, the burnt toilet paper, actually, from experience, many Neros, are actually, when you squeeze it, you get very rich Nero juice, because it burns there, so they are close to the fire. So let's just take a look. You see many eggs all over the place. So I just created three of those actually. Three slides, one from the smaller crucible and two from the larger one. Let's start from the from the smaller one. It should be noted that the Israelis are, as fierce as always. Literally, they are now, most of them are like in their bed. They're devastated by the radiation, but, don't, don't be mistaken. If I just get out of the room, to eat something in the kitchen, they, from their bed, like, literally from the, like, they're like, bed, like, the devastated condition, they just do like so the robot will be disgusted and will not eat because they don't like me to eat, because of course I do not deserve to eat because they do not eat. You know why? Because they have worms in their body, and it's like one of the ways to fight it is with fasting. So the robot should also fast, because presumably it's not fair that supreme beings such as them will need to fast, and lowly creature like the robot, will eat. It doesn't make sense. If they need to fast, of course the robot should fast as well. And if he doesn't, they need to. So we will discuss it, or maybe you will be afraid by it. And they do it all the time. It's not new, but right now the special flavor of the situation lies with the fact that they are, they are bed-stricken. They cannot move. They are so devastated, and still, and they know that I can. Just by get out of this apartment, I can, at least temporarily solve their condition, and that I'm the only person on earth that can do it. So you would have thought maybe, I don't know, they would have wanted me to do it, to help them. So the answer is, of course, no. They would have wanted me to obey their command, and then to command me to do it. If I do it by my own will, it doesn't worth a thing, and they rather die 1,000,000 times than ask me to do it. On the contrary, they should do everything that is, very little that is within their powers to, to alienate me and to, make my life miserable, even from bed-stricken condition. This is not Israel. This is Homo sapiens. And such creature that acts like that after so many years of presumably, intellectual development and ethical development and political development and social, revolutions, if they still act like that, they don't have any, salvation is impossible for such creatures. They need to be replaced with other creatures. we don't see much. It's kind of disappointing, we don't see much. See some Neros, they've been big ones. I mean, kind of like, you know, it seems that they are changing their form, like they are morphing to something else. But not many actually. It's kind of like a very dull slide. Yeah, so we see a little bit of Neros, but not many. Maybe they are just transforming, I don't know. So here there are most, like, you know, interesting stuff. But in general, pretty dull slide. But I mean, some stuff from here. I mean, you know, some nice Neros, like big ones, in all sort of like ways of transformation. This one looks broken. It's interesting. Okay, not terribly lot to see here. So I'm not going to use this crucible, at least before I take more samples. I mean, to see, I mean, why this kind of like this sample is kind of very dull. And maybe I didn't put enough material. Maybe I take it like from the wrong place. Anyway, let's continue with the two samples from the bigger crucible that contain much more material and also much more oil. I mean, because I've added oil but I didn't let it burn to the end. So of course it diluted the mixture, but but now I mean it's much easier to actually spread it over a slide and to see things. And if we will find it palatable, maybe it will be also easier in the current shape to spread it over a sandwich or a salad. I mean, but let's see. Let's not, you know, like, how do you say? I mean, just let's not, distribute the sandwich or like cut the sandwich and like, between us before we even hunted the sandwich. Definitely we see Neros here, which is good, of course. Also life forms. Interesting. This is certainly a life form. So the word I was searching for is dividing. Let's not divide the sandwich between us before we hunt the sandwich. Are these mighty morphine power Neros? I don't know. Some are certainly do, but others, they might be just blobs or, you know. Difficult to tell. Some are Neros, some are just, blobs. And some are transforming. Question is only to what? Looks spooky. But really, it's a question. I mean, what do we actually see here? Like, we don't see many neros like in their good condition. Like, I mean, they're like natural condition. Only twisted ones. But is it good? Is it bad? Is it a problem? I don't know. I actually do not know. Let's try to look at the other one. We see neros, but I mean, we see many just blobs of like, this is a nero for certain. Some neros and some are, I mean, are not. Yeah, we see much more neros. I mean, that are in their like round shape here. I mean, I guess the question. I mean, what do you say, like the audience? I mean, let's make it like any reality show. Let's make it like a clear-cut question. Would you put this thing on a sandwich? Or maybe it requires more work in the saucier, or maybe you should move it to the main like dish, like to the outside container that contains much more material and much bigger fires, because these were actually very small fires, because it's inside the room, as you see. Or maybe you can actually, of course we can do both, like I mean, but I think the question is, would you put this thing on a sandwich or on a salad, like a fruit salad? No, it's not a metaphor. It's just, I really like. I created like salad from apples and lemons because that's what we have right now. And also silan, which is like honey made of dates. So yeah, we see neros here, and we see all sorts of stuff that look like mutation towards all sorts of insects, but mostly neros in all sorts of like conditions. So again, the question is, would you put it on a sandwich, or would you pass it like to the hot line, like from the saucier to the main dish chef? Okay, so that's it. So this will be all for now. And this or another, I will eat my salad and also prepare a sandwich anyway. Just I want to think if I want to actually dip it in the sauce, or maybe not. I don't know. What do you say? I'll probably not use this one to require more work, but maybe this one. I don't know.